A seemingly normal football match in the capital of Nepal turned into a nightmare. In less than 15 minutes, the joy of tens of thousands of fans turned into tragedy, taking the lives of dozens of people. This is the story of the dark day of Nepalese football. March 12, 1988. Dasharath Stadium is located in the heart of Kathmandu, the capital of Nepal. Inaugurated in the 1950s and upgraded through many stages, it is not only a place to hold football but also a place for major sporting events, national festivals and concerts. With a capacity of more than 30,000 seats, Dasharath is the pride of Nepali sports fans. In the 1980s, Nepali football did not have a solid international position, but the people's love for football burned fiercely. Every time there was an international match, the stands were packed with people, cheers echoed throughout the city center. One of the most anticipated tournaments is the Tribhuvan Challenge Shield, Nepal's long-standing traditional cup tournament, bringing together the strongest teams in the country and guests from neighboring countries. The final of the 1988 tournament took place on the 12th of March. The two teams were Janakpur Cigarette Factory Limited, representing Nepal, Liberation Army, the visiting team from Bangladesh. The crowd poured into the stadium early in the morning. Flags, banners, trumpets and drums mingled together to create a festive atmosphere. Although it had been raining lightly in the early morning, no one thought it would become a threat. When the referee blew the whistle to start the match, more than 20,000 spectators were crowded into the stands. The organizers only opened the south gate to check tickets, a seemingly small detail, but later became the main cause of the tragedy. In the 12th minute, the visiting team Bangladesh scored the opening goal. The Nepalese audience was still full of hope that the home team would make a comeback. The chants of "Nepal, Nepal" echoed throughout the stands. But by the 36th minute, dark clouds had gathered. The wind blew fiercely, accompanied by hail. At first, only a few hailstones fell on the tin roof of the VIP area, but it quickly turned into a dense hailstorm, accompanied by strong gusts of wind. Tree branches around the stadium began to break and fall. Most of the Dasharath stands were uncovered. Thousands of people were soaked, suffering from the hail. They reflexively ran for shelter. The problem was, only one gate on the south side was open. Thousands of people rushed towards it. At the south gate, the crowd jostled and pushed each other. Those at the back tried to rush forward, while those in front were pressed against the iron fence. Former player Devendra Man Singh Basnet, who was on the touchline, recalled, "I was about to throw the ball in when I saw the crowd running towards the gate. Tree branches were falling all around, screams were everywhere. Then I saw people starting to fall down, being trampled. At the south gate, the crowd pushed and shoved. Those at the back tried to run forward, while those at the front were pressed against the iron fence." Former player Devendra Man Singh Basnet, who was standing on the touchline, recalled, "I was about to throw the ball in when I saw the crowd running towards the gate. Tree branches were falling everywhere, there were screams everywhere. Then I saw people starting to fall, being trampled. Some police at the gate used batons to maintain order, but this only made those at the back panic more, pushing harder. Those who fell could not get up, crushed under the weight of dozens of others." After the rain stopped, the police went to check the stadium and they found some people lying in the field. They then approached the exit and saw many people lying around in the area. These people were immediately taken to the emergency room, but most of them died soon after. Within minutes, the nightmare had come to an end. Dozens of people died on the spot from suffocation and injuries from the stampede. Many children and women were trapped. According to the Nepalese press, the official death toll was 73 and more than 100 were injured. Some international sources said the death toll could be as high as 93. There were people who were unconscious, mistaken for dead and taken straight to the morgue, but were later discovered alive by their families. Stories like these only added to the atmosphere of mourning that pervaded the capital. The next day, Nepal was in shock. The press called it the dark day of Nepalese football. Education and Culture Minister Kishore Bahadur Bista and Nepal Football Federation President Kamal Thapa resigned to take responsibility. An investigation found a series of errors. Only one entrance gate was open. No emergency exit. Lack of contingency plans for bad weather. The match was held despite the rain and wind. However, some officials said it was Babitabia, meaning inevitable fate. This caused controversy among the public. After the tragedy, Dasharath Stadium was closed for several months for renovations, covering the entire stands. Additional emergency exits and regulations that they must be open at all times during matches. Reducing the capacity to ensure safety. Adhering to Asian Football Confederation safety standards. Today, Dasharath Stadium still hosts international matches and the SEA Games, but the memory of that hailstorm in 1988 lives on in the minds of the Nepalese people. Football brings joy, but it can also turn into tragedy when safety is overlooked. The Dasharath tragedy of 1988 was a reminder that, on and off the pitch, human life must always come first. And for the people of Nepal, every time they step into Dasharath Stadium today, they are not just watching a football match, they are also remembering those who lost their lives in that year's storm.